Alright, so here's the thing. I love reviewing songs, and I love reviewing songs that other people give me. Hence why I've already reviewed so many of them across 5 whole subscriber specials. However, I also gotta be real. There exists a good deal of songs that I love with all my heart that I know will simply never get passed along to me this way. This one in particular I've definitely given to others to review. Please watch Crow subscriber special, thank you very much. But, well, I think I should take the initiative to tackle this one myself. I've loved Say Anything's Alive with the Glory of Love for, oh Jesus Christ, nearly 2 decades at this point. Wait, actually the single wasn't pushed until 2006, so let's say 15 years and leave it at that. In any case, God, I've been wanting to talk about this song in long form for quite a while, so let's go. First, a little bit of background. Say Anything are a band formed in the early 2000s, finding themselves entrenched among the wave of emo, indie, pop punk, and garage rock bands sprouting up at the time. They fit right in among that Warped Tour crowd, although their sound, replete with quirky guitar and synth runs, as well as a high theatricality emphasized by vocalist Max Bemis's half-crass, half-sarcastic vocal delivery, this was certainly distinct. Or at least it was at the time. They mostly landed somewhere between emo and power pop, as demonstrated throughout their second and most acclaimed album, Is a Real Boy. Unfortunately, this band is also kinda not good. Maybe that's not completely fair to say, but I've listened to enough of their back catalog in my day to say that their particular sound really gets old, even kinda grating after more than a couple songs or so, at least in my specific tastes. There is one song though, where all their quirks and eccentricities just work. Alive with the Glory of Love, arguably the band's signature tune. And yeah, certainly for good reason. That's what we're here for after all. I mean, god damn it, just listen to the way the song starts. The wacky drum fills, the barbershop quartet lead-in, they're just so convinced they're about to show you the best song in the world. And well, you be the judge of that.
Right where you're standing, yeah, right on the foyer.
This melody across these verses is so simple and bouncy, and Bemis's casual delivery makes it absolutely work. Every other line punctuated with the breezy yeah, to ensure that anyone listening for the first time can sing along with ease. All this led by the undercurrent of that wonderful guitar fill, which, I've heard this compared to Lust for Life by Iggy Pop, but I don't think the euphoric surf rock energy of that one is quite here. Honestly, this might be its closest sibling. Yeah, another tune with a monster riff that falls closer in affinity with the modern-day garage-dwelling scenesters. But Jesus Christ, I must emphasize, Jet could only wish they ever created something as free and life-affirming as Alive with the Glory of Love. Yet another quirky drum roll, a guitar fill, and then that chorus, wherein these chords loosen up and the melody takes to the heavens. I won't let them take you. 6 words that Bemis emits with such honesty. It's gotta be one of the best simple choruses of the entire emo genre.
I won't let them take you, won't let them take you, hell no, no.
And who is they? Well, Nazis, of course.
And when our city, fast and shitty, falls to the axis.
To be clear, this is a love song that takes place in an unnamed city, which literally is very likely Warsaw in the wake of Nazi Germany's invasion at the start of World War II. It makes clear, unignorable mention of the ghettos and concentration camps that killed millions. And it is, need I remind you, a love song. And look, if this is an immediate turnoff, I completely understand. That's fine. This is valid. I do think it's worth mentioning that Max Bemis himself is Jewish and specifically wrote this song having been inspired by his grandparents who survived the Holocaust. Which is indeed a choice, though I can see what he intended with this one. Namely, a love conquers all narrative, where even in the midst of the worst disaster in human history, there exists a capacity for love to survive and thrive through the years and decades that follow. But even despite this, Alive with the Glory of Love is a very self-contained composition. Its perspective has much in common with pretty much any ordinary love song, as in, its only real concerns are that of its speaker, his beloved, and the forces at play that are threatening to tear them apart. It's stunningly myopic in its scope. I'm pretty sure that not a single other living non-Nazi individual is mentioned in this entire song. What does get mentioned, however, is a league of some pretty dark, symbolic imagery of the times.
You'll search the buildings, collect your feelings, while and dispatch us to those separate work camps. Our troubling cause is alive with the glory.
Once again, this environment is unavoidable and probably doesn't get implemented with the level of sensitivity it most deserves, but hey, if this is the song that Bemis wants to make, more power to him. I don't really want to play the whole 2006 was a different time card, but yeah, it really was. We certainly didn't have the active influence of vocal white supremacists steering our country backwards. For the most part, there was a collective understanding that, yes, violent anti-Semitism is to be despised, and we likewise didn't have those daily anxieties about encountering a stray fascist in the wild like we certainly do today. By that extension, there really isn't any political or social commentary being made here. It's quite literally just a romantic narrative told along the backdrop of one of the most oppressive real-life scenarios within the human imagination. Again, not exactly a sensible choice, but it's essentially little more than juvenile fanfiction strewn along pop-punk guitars and theatrical bombast. Take it or leave it, but it doesn't try to be anything more than that. Which brings me to probably the number one complaint that most people to whom I show this song tend to have.
Watch you, wanna do you, right where you're standing.
This song is horny. It is very horny, unapologetically horny, mindlessly horny. For a song that constructs its premise around this endearing love conquers all sentiment, it sure is littered with so many stray mentions of screwing in public or whilst hiding away in the bushes. It feels like, well, again, juvenile fanfiction. I mean, wanna do you? Come on, dude.
But Miss Black Eyeliner, you'd look finer.
But that's the thing. So many of the folks who lived life under this fascist invasion were just kids themselves, hormonal teenagers, hell, hormonal adults, a full decade younger than I am, often more, with partners and entire families of their own. And what could be more immediately defiant of the violently oppressive confines in which they've been forced than boning right where these boot-stomping Nazis can see them? And I know it works, because whenever Bemis tries to plant his intrusive sexual thoughts into his other music,
I called her on the phone and she touched herself. She touched herself. I've been walking erect since the moment we met and I caught your eye. With your new head and your legs spread like a filthy magazine. No, I won't ever have rough sex with Molly Connolly again.
it just falls flat on its face. But it just works here because the stakes are high enough that these blunt, ridiculous fantasies are exciting, even liberating. Which also leads me to surmise, maybe this rebellious love anthem can also be a queer love anthem? I mean, queer people were also one of the largest targeted groups of the Nazis. Bemis himself is openly bi, and okay, yeah, I'm definitely putting my own reading into it at this point. I don't want to get too tasteless. But, god damn it, this song is so beautiful. I want to believe. Even still, while all this context certainly heightens the material of the song and makes it that much more fascinating to discuss, I don't think it's at all necessary to enjoy the song. Outside of all this, we still got just one of the best sounding love songs of its era. I mean, this solo that makes up this bridge is just astronomical, wherein the tempo winds back ever so slightly as if to take a breather from the upbeat rest of the song. And god, I already love this guitar riff, but it takes on an absolutely gorgeous, even melodramatic tone with the slower rhythm. And then Bemis, like a cartoon train conductor, roars the life back into the track, and we're chugging on once again. Dear Lord, this moment is just exhilarating. It's gotta be one of the best moments in music, like, ever.
I'll dream about you. I will not doubt you.
This song is one of a select number of personal all-timers, songs that I consider to possess a magnitude of greatness that surpasses so many others. But why is it an all-timer? Well, in the direct definition of the term, I've had it around for a good portion of my life, about half to be precise. I've listened to it countless times at this point and have never gotten sick of it, which is an absolute rarity for how I listen to music. Additionally, well, very few other songs put a bigger smile on my face than this one. As we've established, it's a song not just about love, but about a love that transcends any and all dastardly limitations. It's a tale as old as time, from Romeo and Juliet to Heroes by David Bowie, and Alive with the Glory of Love pays well respects to this tradition, whether in situations as terrifying as fascist internment, or as simple as escaping the summer camp guards, as its music video depicts. It is bold, vulnerable, and passionate because it needs to be. And as the crowd sings along with this promise to remain steadfast in the name of this passion, one can truly believe that even in the darkest of days, even in the face of death, this burning candle of resilience shines ever brighter into the future and whatever comes next. And no one, absolutely no one, can ever take that away. Hell no, no.